Mandela family remains will undergo forensic tests today, and 14 ANC Tlokwe councillors expelled from the party. I'm Lebo Changela with this news update. The remains of 3 of former President Nelson Mandela's children will undergo forensic tests today after being kept in a funeral parlor in Tata last night. The remains were exhumed at Mvezo yesterday evening. This followed a court order granted to 16 Mandela family members against the icon's grandson and chief at Mvezo, Mandela. The court order provides for the remains to be returned to Qunu, from where Mandela removed them in 2011. Police said the reburial could take place today after the forensic tests. Meanwhile, Mandela intends to speak to the media at Qunu today to give his side of the story. His spokesperson is Freddie Pilusa.
Saying that she is Zolivelile will abide by that court decision that has been taken. I'm also saying that he's never been against the repatriation of these remains at any point. You are taken to court and wanted to have an opportunity to respond to the allegations that were made in court. But he has never been granted that opportunity. But he will not be standing against the repatriation of those remains.
14 ANC councillors in the Tlokwe City Council at Potchefstroom in the northwest are no longer members of the ruling party. This comes after ANC councillors voted with the DA on Tuesday to oust a former Tlokwe Mayor Maphehle, following a similar motion of no confidence in him in November last year. The ANC had restored him to office in between, but the DA's Annette Combreg was re-elected yesterday. Chairperson of the ANC Provincial Disciplinary Committee, Mike Achawe.
The PDC resolved as follows: that all councillors, all the 14 councillors who are members of the ANC and serving in the Tlokwe local municipality be found guilty and be expelled for a period of not more than 5 years from the organization. Since they continued to disrespect the organization, the expelled respondents will be removed as councillors in line with the Electoral Act of IEC with immediate effect.
The DA has retained its word in the George municipality in yesterday's by-election by comfortably beating 3 other candidates. The DA's Clarion Remas has received 1,418 votes compared to the ANC's 302. With 403 votes, Sophia Toole of the Plus Like Basode in Vonas also has more support than the ANC's John Seyman. John Braders of Ikosa has 116 votes. This result has helped the DA retain outright control of the municipality. At 35%, the voter turnout in the town's biggest ward was low. And government has expressed outrage and sadness over the killing of Duduzile Zozo in what is the latest hate crime against lesbians. 26-year-old Zozo was found dead with a toilet brush in her private parts in Thokoza on the Gauteng Eastern last Sunday. Her mother believes her daughter was killed because of her sexual orientation. No arrests have been made. Government spokesperson Pumla Williams.
It is a matter that we are requesting the law enforcement agencies to do whatever it takes to arrest the perpetrators, because in this day and age, we cannot allow South Africans to still be discriminated in terms of their sexual orientation. It cannot be okay that we sit down as South Africans and not work with the law enforcement agencies to bring the perpetrators to book.